per month. 600 minutes plus 183.30 per month. Adding 4 lines is for 1 clerk, 2 treasurers, 3 supervisors, and 4 for a fax line. Cost of installation.
Yeah. So right now we're on charter. I think it's the same price. No different. I'd have to look. But I know for a fact that it's the same price. I just don't know about the minutes part. But we don't make a lot of long distance. In fact, I don't even like using the cordless phones. But I use my cell phone for almost every call I make here throughout here. Which I don't mind them having my cell phone number anyway, because if I'm not in the office, then these people can always call me anyway. Like I'm waiting for the gentleman from the loan grant, whatever, call me. But on a professional way, I have 2 phones sitting on there. One is only for for long distance. The other one is for local calls. And lo and behold, you're on the phone, and all of a sudden it starts beeping because there's someone calling in, but nobody else can pick up the phone, and it goes to a voicemail. Nobody checks.
I check the voicemail. I do.
Well,
But
so
only on Mondays and Tuesdays.
this is all digital. It's all on one. I don't mind putting my steps in, but sometimes it gets to be a little much when I just have a really quick question to ask Kitty or Linda. There's an intercom. It has the phones in there so you can log in. There's voicemail. And this was not the most expensive one, I promise you. But it was $152.48. And there was some up to $300. We don't need to be that fancy. It's just one dang phone that I can actually put on. And if I'm on it and someone calls for sewer or needs to talk to Amber, everybody can pick up. It's not just me hearing this beep. So I was really hoping for that. I've been wanting to do this for a minute.
So they're at $230 a month.
Huh?
Like that 183.80. That's per month. Yeah.
Yeah, they charge per line. So it says if more than 2 lines are needed, we would need to do some construction to our existing lines to be able to provide a third phone line. Pricing is estimated around $45.95 per month per line. If jacks and wiring are needed to be installed, we charge $10 per jack and $44 per half hour of labor. And
Can they do 2 lines and a fax line?
you can. I mean, we don't have to have the 4 lines, but it
I don't even need 4 lines.
so do 3.
Just do clerk,
So it's not the
treasurer,
clerk, it's
just
just
fax.
no. It's 3 lines, not 3 phones. So 3 lines instead of the 4. I'm cool with that. That would help. That would help a lot, and that takes $46 off.
What's our current phone bill now?
What is it? Actually, it's right on our ledger.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah.
The 5 phones at $762. That's just a one-time fee.
Charter is $150, so there's that one. And then there's OCTC. Where's OCTC?
Can you package some together even with internet? Revamp the whole work.
Probably.
Package deal. Better
Probably.
pricing.
Is that? It must be the Ontonagon County Redford telephone.
Yep.
$59.92 plus the $150. So we're at one.
Same thing for $400.
Right. Oh. I don't know.
I mean, what do you look at? You're a couple $100 already, and you're gonna be a couple $100 the same.
It's not going anywhere yet, so.
It remains similar, and it's better for you guys. I think it's, yeah, I mean, when you watch them jumble phones in here, it's very ugly. it's time to upgrade some things phone wise.
25 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Please.
I guess I'm okay with that as long as this, the phone bill doesn't double or something like that.
No.
I mean, if you stay within 20%, I think 3 lines would be all right.
3
Not
lines.
4, then it'd be right in line with where we were before, if not a little bit less. If you're reading numbers right.
And then if we don't use the 600 minutes, if we can see what we average, we could always move that down, right? I'm just asking for the lines.
Well, I mean,
but
that
we
is
can
the
always
brunt
make
of it.
adjustments. I kind of shot high
Why not start at 300 minutes?
because if you go over, then it's $7.65 a minute.
Are you serious?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, shoot high. Yeah, we can always roll back. But yeah, I'd say if you go 3 lines, you're staying very competitive where you were. And then the one time you hit the phones, and we actually get like seriously like intercoms back and forth.
Yeah,
Right now we use our cell phones mainly.
Yeah.
So
or we yell,
I think this is a big step forward in putting our big white pants on,
a girl.
becoming a township. Big girl. Yeah. I say it would be good.
3 lines.
Okay. Take a
Thank you.
motion. Gary. Support. Linda's gonna do one.
I'll support that.
All right,
Nice.
Linda.
All right. Okay.
No
Roll
pressure.
call vote. Marty.
Yes.
Okay. Gary. Linda.
Yes.
I vote yes. Okay, that motion is approved. Let's make a change on the lines.
Yes, sir.
Discuss selling sites on our website to our local companies and businesses. This is an opportunity for our township to generate some self-sufficient income by maintaining the website, advertise, and our office phone lines, etc. Marty, you can go from there. Any other opportunities? Carp Lake Township, you've been your baby.
It only took me 4 months to get this website. We're on the 8th month getting it going, but it's going to be beautiful. Green Cat Marketing, I have 100% faith in her that she is going to do an amazing job. We're going to be able to do online payment of taxes, I think, immediately, but the sewer is still being worked up with the BSNA. So things are going to be online paying now. So hopefully that helps with some things too. But, so with this website, what I looked up, I Googled, what does it cost to advertise your business online? And it says average around here was between $300 and $5,000 a month. And that's not kidding, and I'm not kidding. In Minnesota, when we had ours, we were spending a lot. Because you want to pay to be on the first page. So that first page is important, and people pay big bucks for those. But with our website, we're allowed to, or we will be able, not allowed, we will be able to put 3x5 ads of a person's business on the first page. There's only 6 of them, so it's primo. So that would be, if they're asking 300 to keep it very reasonable with our village or township, I was going to ask 175 a month. Signing a year contract, that would be $2,100. Way cheap advertising. And what it does though is when these people come onto our website to see what's in Carp Lake Township, they're going to see these businesses. They're going to know we have a plumber. They're going to know we have an electrician. They're going to know we have Airbnb, VRBO. We're going to have a pet store, whatever. But the first 6 are the primo, so those are the little bit more. It's the 175. And then there's 4 more pages to our website, and Miss Kitty says that we can add 3x3, so they're just a little smaller. Those are considered half. And there's 4 pages, so there's 16 of those that can go on there. So we have 6 of the full size, 16 on the other, and those would be $90 a month. So even less. I'm not trying to kill anybody because I'm trying to promote our businesses with this master plan, letting people know what's here. So that's For 12 months, that's only $1,000 or $1,080 a year. Average income would be $17,280 total. $12,600 total for the first page, right? That's a total of $29,880. I assumed, to break this up in fairness, that $6,000 come back to the township. So that pays for the website through a tier and posting, adding minutes, taking off minutes, blah, 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 everything. And then also paying for advertising. So when we do our cool events, we got nice posters. Like when I went around, we used paper. Everyone else for the 4th of July had nice big poster size, color and stuff. So I'd like to up that because people are going to be drawn to more color and stuff. And more money we can bring in, whatever. So anyway, so that leaves, after taking the $6,000 out, that leaves $23,880 left. That I kind of left open.
We could save it.
We could save it. But also, when we did our 4th of July event, so I'm kind of pushing the money to the rec building. There was already a leak in the roof.
Yeah, we need to address that.
There's no lock area for storage. Right now, rodents can get in anywhere. There's no security purpose, like people can just come in. We have locked doors, but for what purpose? They're like, well, I can't get in the front door. I said, jump the fence, literally.
Gary's getting tired.
Sorry, Gary. So anyway, if you read everything on here, it really lays out everything. So without pulling money from taxes, having to up our millage, that money every year, hopefully everybody fills the pages, would help put the kitchen in, do some necessary maintenance, put some garage doors in, put the wall up, and not have to take from our budget. Making this little thing here is helping our community and doing a great thing, because without that, we wouldn't have had a 4th of July. So, thank God for the ones that helped put that back together. But now let's help them finish it without having to use our tax dollars. So,
what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a motion, because it has to be approved, because it's money coming in. It's advertising.
Okay.
So $6,000 to the township to help pay for the website and everything else, and then the rest of the money to go in there to help fund it.
Well, you just need a motion to start saying that you can do this thing as the numbers where they're filling. You're not going to fill it right away.
No. I just need a motion to please start it so I can help make this money and get stuff going.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna comment because it's fine. Right. And that's why I kept it very, very low. Consider.
I'm okay.
Thank you.
Supported by? Ray.
What?
Here you go. Smoke.
What
Yeah.
do you say?
He wants buzzers.
Yes.
All right, roll call, Marty.
Yes.
Ray. Yes. Good. Linda.
Yes.
I'll vote yes.
Thank you.
I'm glad because I already put the spots on
Motion approved.
Yay.
When does our website go live?
We can go live tomorrow. I got some
Oh,
more
did you
stuff from
see it?
Luann that I had to go through, otherwise it would have been today or yesterday.
And minutes will start getting posted on there.
It is highlighted in blue. It's www.carplaketwp, so just basically like our emails at .org.
Okay, I hope you get the support you're looking for. Okay, everybody's done. We are now open to public comment. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. And nice. Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank the board and Mike and Marty in particular and the fire department, although he left already, for being able to pull together and get this done over the 4th of July. I didn't hear a whole lot of dissension, so that's a good thing. In that in trying to make things happen, you have to step forward. So with that in mind, Wandering Bear would like to pledge $500 towards the fireworks for next year.
Thank you.
Well, it was kind of funny. Are you done? Oh,
I'm done.
Oh, these guys, you can say what you want, but when they went to light these fireworks off, they were scared. They were nervous. And I mean, when they were done, they were like kids in a damn candy store. Oh my God, we can fill this whole area and it's fenced in. And I'm just like, all right, slow your roll, boys. So I mean, there's even like a 3-hour certification class that we had talked about and stuff that I wouldn't mind having a couple people go to. But I mean, to watch them have fun and people to come together and do that and then already plan next year 17 seconds after we were done was pretty cool. And I do look forward to next year. I really hope Mother Nature would lay off just the scope. Because I mean, even the weather cleared and then right before you go to light, the fog came in. But it's Michigan, it's weather here, right? So, no, thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
And we look forward to having,
Thank you very much.
within reason, that we don't make earthquakes. But I mean, yeah, let's try to have some fun and keep it safe. And everybody come enjoy it. It was good to
Thank
see
you.
And thank you very much for the compliment. And, yeah, everybody appreciates that. Okay?
I have a couple things. I was questioning, Marty had mentioned it already, was the leaks in the roof over there. Is that not under warranty from the construction part? Because it wasn't only leaking on the top. If you looked over on the sides, on the walls, you could see me and my girlfriend were looking at how many spots were leaking in that building. And that was quite sad. That a brand new building like that, that we paid all that money for, is leaking like that. Where now it's open, you got birds nesting up in there. You could possibly have mold starting in that insulation because the water's leaking down through it. So there's
That's kind of going to be next.
well up in the
There,
roof.
but I'm going to get the privacy fencing put in there. But yeah,
Yeah.
the birds.
There's some type of insulation black up there, you know, that could hold mold. And there, you know, some things like that should be addressed. And then my next question was, I've been asking since I moved here about a fencing ordinance. You guys mentioned that there is one, but from these ordinances that I read, our township doesn't really have a fencing ordinance. So, you know, and that's like, as far as I could read into it, you know, and I've been asking for the last year and a half. That's why I go to the planning commission. That's why I go to the township meeting and stuff like that. Is because I'd like to see our ordinances get fixed to where things are more defined.
And we're kind of waiting on that master plan.
Yeah, and he had mentioned that he's going to be helping the township grow that too. Because I kind of had a talk with him after the planning commission meeting too, and he came out to me, and I was thankful for it. He said, "Hey, thank you for your knowledge and thank you for your input at the planning commission meeting, because I was the only person from general public that was there, and I was the only person that was able to give any kind of input, you know, from the public kind of standpoint." And which I feel our general public needs to get more involved with the growth of this master plan and stuff. And that's why I really hope that we push this August planning commission too, is because they need that input. You know, you got what, 6, 7 people, or how many people on the planning commission board that are sitting here trying to make all these decisions for everybody in the community,
Right.
without the community giving the proper input for them to go off of. It's kind of hard at times, you know. And that's why I think that our community needs to kind of, hey, you know, we need to kind of push, hey, you guys got to come and check this out and see what we're trying to make here, you know. So, you know, and that's, you know, that's one thing I've been watching is on the fencing ordinance. Now, if that's the one with the junkyard fencing, that's the only part of the fencing ordinance there is for the junkyards. Because I have a copy, that's 409 something, whatever, yeah, that's for junkyards only.
Yeah, it is a subsection.
Yep, it's a subsection under 409, and that's only for junkyards. And that's non-residential.
I would say not.
We're finding ordinances.
Yeah, and that was, you know, that's what I'm kind of noticing, because last winter when I spoke up about winter parking ordinance, all of a sudden Homer went and found a winter parking ordinance out of some other book, which is not in the ordinances that I have a copy of. So there's other ordinances and there's other things that are not, you know, like readily available apparently in somebody else's.
It all needs
Three-ring
to be
binder.
revamped, reorganized,
Yeah.
readily available, and that will change hopefully coming in 2026.
And then I did have one other question. Juniper Court, the house fire, is he getting all the proper permitting for the demolition that he's doing? And does he have to properly close that building out while he's trying to remodel it as he's doing right now?
So I did have a conversation with him. He actually did call me last week or so. And he thought that Dusty got a permit, and I said nobody's.
No, Dusty told me he walked away.
You walked away from it?
He walked away from it, is what Dustin told me.
I don't.
Dustin said he didn't want to get involved and he walked away from even doing anything with it. That's why he had somebody else with the Bobcat down there messing around and tearing down the garage portion. And now he's just kind of in and out of there working on it a little bit here and there with like there's still a lot of the windows wide open and,
Well,
you know.
I haven't seen it myself, but what from.
He kind of tarped off a little bit, but not a lot.
But to say what it was is you don't have to have a demolition permit, which is odd to me, if you plan on rebuilding, but yet you don't have to have any permitting in place. So you can skip the demolition permit, and then after it's done, you can be, oh, I didn't plan on building. So my opinion moving forward when we redo that is, yes, you need to have a demolition permit.
Yeah.
And then when you come in to get your building permit, we will use your demolition permit as credit instead of just taking your word for it, you're going to do it.
Well,
And if you get halfway done with it, you can say, oh, I didn't want to. Well, it's done. And technically the way it's going.
I mean, like, who's watching him rebuild after a fire? I mean, he's just kind of, he's able just to do
That's
that.
going to be state level
Is
stuff.
that all? Okay.
I mean, there's no zoning involved if he puts it back in the same footprint. But I would assume there has to be some sort of building permit.
Well, he's keeping up half the structure is what he's doing right now. He's keeping up the main house, and he's only tearing out, gutting out, and I think he's going to only fix and repair the burnt roof trusses or whatever, and then maybe rebuild the garage.
So my understanding from when this fire took place is Juniper, I forget his name, Dennis, I think, who was supposed to contact Dan after the fire. He was supposed to specific things. I turned it over to Dan. So this was months ago, so it's already filed way back there. But I know that there was something that he needed.
Well, he's supposed to get the determination. I don't think he was ever allowed. And there again, the reason why that is because the gentleman was supposed to have insurance.
And he didn't.
But he didn't have insurance for a fireplace, so the insurance company told him to push out. So it's a hot mess, but at the same time, if he's going to build something back, there should be some sort of building permit.
Yeah,
So
and
this
there
is
actually is a demo. Miss Nancy put a demo thing together, so there is a demo.
Yeah, Nancy did kind of a good thing in that aspect, but I don't understand why she did it the way she did it because.
Well, I was just
if you're gonna
wondering. It
build,
seemed
then
like
you
he has a
don't need
lot
it.
going on there right now, and then.
But you can get it demoed and then say I'm not going to build, and then we never policed any of it. So it needs to be kind of just revamped, just a skosh, but at least she started it and tried. So we'll finish it.
She did it because they handled everything, building, zoning, everything was handled in-house. And now with the state coming in and saying, no, you're just doing zoning, everything else is outside of you. So
It was in process and they got their foot in the door, but I mean, it needs some subtle
So
changes.
it's still one of those ordinances that it's kind of a gray area for our township, and we.
Well, if he's building, that's not an ordinance.
Well, he's not really building. He's tore off the garage and he's remodeling and redoing the main part of the house, from my understanding of what it looks like. So I wasn't sure if that was something the township sees over or not, you know. I think that's what I was wondering. We have remodeling permits and stuff like that also.
Michigan, you can remodel, but I mean, that's more than remodeling. Once two walls come down.
You can remodel as long as you don't change the physical structure.
Right, but I bet if you look further on that, if you take down two supporting walls, it's not considered a remodel. That's a
Right.
restore. So we'll look into that, I guess, and send that over. All right. We'll look at that one.
All right, that's all I have at this moment.
That's
Okay.
good, Willie.
Big moment.
Can I ask you? I need to ask you a question. What flag are you putting up in your yard?
American flag. Well, I got like the Goonies.
Oh,
Or I got Jesus that says I saw that.
Oh,
You know, he just kind of standing on the corner flag. He says I saw that. I don't
Be
know.
nice.
Alright.
No, I'm not gonna put up something like, oh, my neighbor or something like that. No, I'm gonna keep it a little reasonable, but you know, it'll be a little questionable at times too. I've ordered more than one flag.
Did the other two people have anything to say? No? No? Okay. Here? You wanna talk? No. You wanna make a motion? Motion by Gary. Support. Marty? Support? Second. We gotta get a button. Roll call vote, Marty.
Yes.
Ray. Gary. Linda.
Yes.
Mike says yes. We are adjourned at 7:34.